Hi everyone, Bernard here with the latest Citizen vlog. I hope you're all well, and this is a preview of the forthcoming game against Newcastle United in the Premier League this time. We have faced them recently, haven't we? Please, if you're new to the Citizen channel, please push that subscriber button. Please tell your friends. Let's get these subscribers up if we can. Please push your bell notifications so you know when these little vlogs are coming out. And obviously this is a City present. I do City past as well, all history things as well, so please check out those in the various playlists and links below. Right, City versus Newcastle, 8th of July 2020 at the Etihad. 6 p.m. kickoff, so we've got an early one, which is good for me because I'm obviously up early on Thursday mornings. But obviously a 6 p.m. kickoff's far better than an 8 p.m. kickoff or 8:15 p.m. kickoff for getting up at 3 in the morning. So there you go. I'm quite happy with that. I might even have to have a chat afterwards about the game if if it's not too depressing, not like last time, not like the Southampton game, which was a little bit depressing, wasn't it? Yeah, I mean, where are they? 12th at the moment on 43 points, so they're comfortable, aren't they? Obviously, we're second on 66, so they're not catching us, are they? But that doesn't mean anything, does it? It's on home and away form. They're actually 12th on their away form as well. They've won 5, drawn 2, lost 9, so no real difference whether they play at St James's or at the away grounds, to be honest with you. Our previous game, obviously we had the FA Cup quarter-final. It was a bit of a bore fest recently, as far as Newcastle are concerned. They just put 10 men behind the ball, didn't show any sort of enterprise at all. Very disappointed. Obviously, previously at St James's Park this season, they sort of held us to a draw, didn't they? Despite us having 77% possession, they had 6 shots, 3 on target. We had 24 shots, 9 on target. 2-2, very frustrating game. Looks as though we nicked it, didn't it? But obviously they got an equaliser near to the end. So yeah, we've got to do better than that, haven't we? Last time at the Etihad was the 1st of September 2018 with Sterling and Walker goals in a 2-1 win for City. If you remember that far back, we're getting back in time now, aren't we? Previous games against Newcastle at home, so obviously you're talking Hyde Road, you're talking Main Road, and you're talking the Etihad. Played 82, won 46, drawn 20, lost 16. So not a bad record against Newcastle. Scored 160 and only let 82 in. So we've got a good goals for and against as well. Our biggest home win against Newcastle was as recently as 2015-16. Quite a memorable game, 53,850. The Geordies didn't take up all their allocation for that game. They're about 500 short of selling out. These loyal Geordie fans. And we won 6-1. Yeah, with 5 goals for Aguero, 1 for KDB, so quite a game, obviously. And the biggest defeat we've had at home was at Hyde Road back in 1905, 1906, when a Mr. Burgess scored a consolation goal. A left back, but he's only about 5'5" apparently, Mr. Burgess. But he was a left back, and he did play in the cup. He obviously played in the cup final team as well. He was obviously featured in the cup final lineup. In front of a crowd of 35,000 at Hyde Road, we lost 4-1. Obviously, say Burgess got our consolation goal in 1905, 1906. I think that was his last season, from what I can remember from looking back at the information on him. Yeah, so obviously what we're going to do, well, in theory we need to bounce back, don't we, from this Southampton game, and I can't say we shouldn't. We could have a better game, really. I know they're a bit negative, but surely he's on 43 points. Surely Steve Bruce should be looking to the future, but does he think he's got a future? That's the thing. Does he? I mean, based on that FA Cup game, I just thought he'd give up, and he knows something's going on behind the scenes and he won't be there for much longer. That's my impression, that he's not that bothered, to be honest with you. But you never know, do you? He'll probably turn up to the Etihad. I mean, obviously the last game there on September 2018 was quite a close one. Obviously the last game at St James's Park was quite close in the league. So perhaps he just give up on the FA Cup. Perhaps not, but we'll see what Steve Bruce does with this one. Hopefully he's not too cowardly with this one, and he has a go, and he'll learn more about his players by trying to take a little bit to City. You've seen City get beat. You've seen where we suffer, where we struggle. So, if he's any sort of coach, perhaps he's got one or two players who can take advantage of that. I mean, Southampton certainly did, didn't they? My little lineup, before I give you my little score prediction. My little lineup is Ederson, Walker, Garcia, Laporte, Mendy, Rodri, Gundogan, KDB, Foden, Mahrez and Sterling. So I think that's 11, 7, 8, 9, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, that's 11. I do put an extra one in, might have a chance of winning then, haven't we? We put an extra one in. Yeah, my score prediction, I'll give you that with the little betting thing we do in a minute, just to look at the betting side of things. But yeah, that's my lineup. I think it'll go fairly strong. We do play Brighton away on the 11th of July, so obviously that's only 3 days later again, isn't it? So, but I mean, at this stage with 5 league games left, I mean, surely he should be going strong, and the players should be back into it now. They've played competitive games now. They should be back up to getting near some sort of full fitness and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that's the team we make. Right, let's have a look at betting. Please, I don't condone any sort of betting. Only ever gamble what you can afford, and please be careful. Obviously, I don't condone betting anyway. Just a little bit of fun, and please never, ever, ever gamble any more than you can afford, please, on this. So it's all just a bit of fun, and it was a bit of fun for me last time against Southampton because all 3 bets went down. Absolute disaster. But obviously, when you get a bit of a shock defeat like that, it was probably understandable, wasn't it? Right, yeah, the things I've been looking at. First goal scorer, you've got they've took Aguero out, thankfully, but they've got Jesus as the favourite. I don't even think he'll be playing. I don't even think he'll be starting. 18-5, Sterling 19-5, Mahrez 5-1, Foden 6-1, Cole Palmer 13-2. KDB, yep, he'll be my bet again. He's one of my 3 bets today. 13-2. Bernardo 7-1. Notice he was 10-1, wasn't he, a couple of games ago? But they've latched on now to the fact he takes the penalties. Bernardo 7-1. David Silva 10-1. Gundogan 21-2. And you can have a bit of Dwight GAEL at 20-1 if you fancy that. Both teams to score. Yes, 6-4. No, 13-20, and I'd be might surprise you. I've gone for a yes. I'm just assuming Steve Bruce can't be as bad, and Newcastle can't be as bad, and knowing we're not great at keeping clean sheets. The last, certainly we have been, haven't we? But obviously, I think we kept 3, have we? But based on what I saw against Southampton, I'm going to go for the fact they might score a goal, Newcastle, but I'll tell you my score in a minute when we get to it. So I'm going to go a little bit of the yes at 6-4 as another, my second bet of the day. Correct score, you can get 2-0 and 3-0 at 6-1. You can get 1-0 and 4-0 at 17-2. You can get 2-1 at 21-2. You get 3-1 at 12-1. You can get 5-0 at 14-1. And I'm going to be brave. I'm going to go for 4-1. I'm going to be brave that we'll get an early goal and Newcastle will sort of have to come out a little bit more. And I've gone for 4-1 at 16-1 as my little third bet. If you fancied half-time, full-time, City is 8-15. It's not a bad price for probably on the cards, that one. A draw in City is 17-5. A draw 13-1. And Newcastle at half time and City at full time is 30-1, so that's quite an interesting one. Let's get Newcastle to go 1-0 up and we'll beat them 4-1, but I don't want to take that chance. So yeah, for my little 3 bets, just for fun, please. As I said, I don't condone gambling, and just never ever gamble more than you can afford, and please gamble responsibly. My 3 bets then. KDB first goal scorer at 13-2, City to win 4-1 at 16-1. And the other one I've got here somewhere, yeah, both teams to score. I've said yes at 6-4 at odds against. And just before we leave the little betting, actually, just before we sort of sum up, the next year's betting for the Premier League is still City evens favourite and Liverpool 13-8. No, it's not like me to sort of make a suggestion. I've already laid a little bit of City in the Champions League not to win it because we were favourites. I think we're still favourites as far as I know. I've not checked lately, but I've already a little fiver every now and then, just a little one, laying City to win the Champions League. If we end up winning it, I don't care. You know, it must be a few quid down the drain. I've had 3 or 4 fivers on it over time as the prices have gone up and down with betting against. But Liverpool at 13-8 sounds pretty interesting, and obviously you can probably lay City as well. So at this stage in time, perhaps we'll wait. Perhaps we'll wait till the 13th of July, see what's happening in the Champions League. But at this point in time, I would say Liverpool at 13-8 is a pretty good bet to win the Premier League next season. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you do a little bit of betting, please let me know what you think. That's it. Yeah, so a 4-1 win. I'm predicting an interesting team: Edison, Walker, Garcia, Laporte, Mendy, Rodri, Gundogan, KDB, Foden, Mahrez, Sterling. Knowing me, will rest everyone and go strong against Brighton at the weekend on the 11th of July. So please check my little links on Twitter, and please check out my little website, moviegamenostalgia.com, if you can, for old and rare DVDs, movie posters and board games. If you can spare a couple of minutes on there, even if you don't buy anything, it's good for football and football and Google Analytics. So if you can have a quick look round on there, as I say, I have sort of depleted a little bit of stock at the moment because I can't get supplies while this COVID, but hopefully it'll be sorted out in the next. Well, it keeps being put back next 2, 3, 4 weeks. So I'm going to start back and start buying some stock and spending some of the money I've seen going in my bank. Unfortunately, I've got to start spending it to restock again. But there you go. If you can get onto moviegamenostalgia.com, much appreciated. And yeah, I'll be back with obviously a review of the Newcastle game, and there's a couple of City Pass things out there. So if you just hang on at the end of the vlog, there's a little 10-second segment on some of the stuff that's coming soon. So please, if you can do that, fantastic. Anyway, thanks for listening to this today. Let's hope for better than the last time we were on. Let's hope for better than this Southampton debacle. I mean, full match replay, Southampton versus City. I don't think I'll bother. I think I'll give it a miss. It was painful enough the first time round, and having to talk about it. 2 sheets of paper with all the chances we had. It was quite annoying, but there you go. Anyway, if you've not caught up with that review of the Southampton game, please check it out in the links. It'll be underneath, obviously, one of the first links to that. If you just want to have a look at my views and what I thought and where we're going wrong and what we should do, etc, etc. Anyway, thanks for watching. What are you going to do the rest of the day? Have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your families. Let's all look after each other. And hopefully you'll join me again for another Citizen vlog very, very soon. This is Bernard saying goodbye for now. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.